Welcome back to my channel, Mississippi Girl Gardening and Couponing and see, I am Tamika coming at you with not an oldie but a goodie video. So y'all, in this video, I want to show you guys some of the things that I had in my freezer from last grow season. So it'll be kind of like a little bit of motivation, a little bit of ideas of things that you can do far as preserving your food, different ways that I preserve my food and different things like that. That way y'all can get y'all game plan on, because if y'all growing all this stuff, you will see that you probably will almost have to harvest something almost every day, if not every other day. So you're gonna have a lot of stuff, more stuff that you may can eat at that time. So you need to know and have a game plan so you can have time to get stuff slowly, because ain't nobody got money to just go buy stuff like that just all together. So this give you a few ideas of things that you can preserve, ways you can preserve them for the grow season. So I'm gonna stop rambling and get into this video. All right, you guys, so let me first say there is 3 ways that you can preserve your food. I have done all 3 ways over the years. I started out with canning. Yes, I did my jams, I did peppers, different things like that. Like I said before, that's back when I was doing my gardening and stuff and was experimenting and learning and teaching myself different things. So I started off with canning. Canning is great. If you like canning, do canning. Canning is not for me for a couple different reasons. When I did my jams and jellies and stuff, the sugar content in them was too much for my GERD. That is something that I cannot eat, is jams and jellies and stuff like that. Also, a lot of things that I canned cause for me to have a lot of salt in it to preserve it, and also a lot of vinegar. I cannot have vinegar nor a lot of salt with having GERD. So that alone was a no-go, because I was canning stuff and all this to only not be able to eat it. So that is why. And then also I looked at, that was one of the sad parts of it. But then at the same time, when I found out about preserving different ways, I don't have to be so into the risk of botulism, which is something you will get from canning if you don't can the proper way. So using like vinegar and a lot of sodium and a lot of citrus things to make sure that it's preserving while going through the canning process, that helps to cut down on a lot of botulism. If you don't know what botulism is, it's pretty much simple, a harmful bacteria that you don't want in your food, and normally it happens in the jars and in the food if it's not canned properly. So by me not being able to use those ingredients and different spices like peppercorn, and then there was like canning spices and stuff like that you use. The stuff was good, but it did not work for my body. So that's why I do not can. I know how to. I know everything. I don't know everything about it, but I can use some stuff, making some jams and jellies and stuff like that, but it don't work for me. So another way to preserve is by freezing. I freeze different ways. So in this I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I have frozen from last year, and I date everything. So right here is tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes. These were put in this bag and frozen on July 19th, 2020. July 19th, 2020, cherry tomatoes straight from the garden. These right here are aroma tomatoes. They are, y'all. I just took them out the deep freezer. Aroma tomatoes. They was put in this bag July 19th, 2020. Straight out the garden. And there's so many things you can do with this. You can take these out, drop them into like a soup and stuff like that. I can't eat tomato stuff that much, but I think I'm gonna try to see if it's a difference between the processed tomato stuff and actually like boiling. But I had to heal my gut and stuff first before I even introduce this. But I have these left. And then these are just some more that was taken off July 9th, 2020. And they cherry tomato. Then, now these are just in freezer bags. And they are fine. They don't have any, freezer burn or nothing. That they are in freezer bags. Then I do vacuum seal. If you're new to my channel, if you've been working with me, you know I vacuum seal. If you've been working with me for a long time, you know I can. I was doing videos a long time ago on that. But these are some cherry tomatoes that I vacuum sealed and then I put into another container. And they're not freezing burned. They just have like a few little ice chips in it. For the bag probably wasn't sealed completely. Well, it seemed like it's sealed completely tight. But then I put it on them. But it's not freezer burned at all. You can see that. When you buy frozen vegetables out the store, they have sometimes a little chip of ice and they straight out the freezer. So yeah, cherry tomatoes. I have some bush beans, July 19, 2020. Some bush beans, the same beans that I'm growing in the living room now. Pretty much string beans. Have some more. These was done July 29th, 2020. And I vacuum sealed them and froze them. These are some cut peppers. Y'all know I had a lot of pepper, which I think is what made me sick last year, and I didn't know. I didn't know peppers wasn't good for reflux. I thought just because they wasn't hot, they was good for me. And I was eating a lot of them right around the time that I got sick. So, cut peppers. I think these some hubby cut because I normally put what type is on there. I think these, so I'm not sure which ones these is, but I know they're not hot. These is another variety of peppers. He'll be eating these. So, then these right here, see, I put what it is. These are a pepper blend. It's just that I took some banana peppers and some poblano peppers from the garden, mixed them up, and froze them. And I put them in this Ziploc bag. Now, I will be doing more vacuum seal because it tends to keep a lot of that ice out of it, but these are still fine. These was done August 22nd, 2020. And I think I put some of these in a meal recently. Oh, these are vacuum sealed. These are my purple bell peppers. Oh, I don't have purple bell pepper seeds, I don't think. I have to see. Them things were so good, y'all. Purple bell peppers. I have a couple packs of those left that's vacuum sealed. These right here are all hubbies. These are the Carolina Reaper peppers that we grew last year. These are hot, of course. So he labeled these and put the amount. But these, this is like 10 peppers. This 10. It don't have an amount on those. But these are the Carolina Reapers. They was washed and everything and put in here and froze whole. I'm not sure, they're not dated, so I'm not sure when, but I know it was the end of the year when those was done. What I have left is some fresh zucchini that I washed, cut up, and frozen and vacuum sealed. These are some more green beans. These was my bush beans and my wax beans that I mixed together because I grew them together. So I picked them together and mixed them together and put them in here. So, yep. And then I got some purple bell peppers that I just froze them whole. I just did them whole. You know, cut them, took the seeds out, and just froze them whole. So yeah, so those are some things that we have left from the garden last year. So I had got a whole nother freezer just for the items that's from the garden and the cooked items. We'll get into that in a minute. So when I first, let me see, I was canning, I'm 33. I was canning at 24, 25, somewhere around in there. When I realized that the acid content and the different ingredients used for canning was bothering me, I went to dehydrating. So when I started out learning how to dehydrate, how to make fruit leathers, jerkies, and stuff like that, the kids loved it. Like I make banana chips. I take applesauce and can turn it into like a fruit roll-up type deal. Just using a dehydrator. So I had an oyster dehydrator. It was a little round dehydrator, white. You could get it. It's one of the ones that Walmart carry. I think it was like $40 or something like that. That's what I started out with. Then once we moved, it seemed like whenever we moved, we lost something. I don't know. No. Matter of fact, I didn't lose that dehydrator. I burnt that dehydrator out. I used that dehydrator like it was nothing. And then I ended up with this. I think hubby saw this somewhere. I want to say it was a Piggly Wiggly warehouse where you have like that warehouse area at the Piggly Wiggly where you get like all the kitchen type stuff if you got a business and stuff. I think that's where we got this dehydrator from. This is a chart dehydrator. If you've been watching me, you have saw this a couple times in some of my videos. But if it's God's will, I plan on using this thing like crazy this year. Because not only do I want frozen stuff, I want dehydrated stuff. Because if we ever have to leave for a storm or anything like that, it's easy for me to take dehydrated goods and a vacuum seal bag, everything labeled, grab a couple beans, grab a couple of this, grab a couple of this, everything is dry. Then if I was canning, for me to take canned jars and try to hightail it out. If you get what I'm saying. So it works out better for me that canning is just not for me, only because of I can't eat the stuff, you know. So dehydrating and freezing was my two go-to things. So as I started doing the dehydrating, I was like, okay, it's easy for me to put things together. I think I have something, because we ate up pretty much. Let me see if I got something that I dried that was dehydrated. Hold on. So y'all, even though I've had this dehydrator for a couple years, I opened it up. I think it was early last year when I opened this dehydrator. It was still in the box. So I do have these, the only things that I have last year, because last year was so hectic. Y'all know 2020 was hectic, and I'm getting back in the swing of things. This is what I have left. So this was straight from the garden. It was some parsley and some thyme. June 19th, 2020 is when I dehydrated this and put it into a little pack and sealed it. Easy for me to take. It goes, especially with us being on a coastal area. Summertime, we have a lot of hurricanes and storms, and you know, we have to leave. So this is easy to throw in a backpack full of different type of foods, take it with us, and we don't have to worry about grocery stores. Especially with COVID and everything, not sure how long this going to be around and stuff. You really don't want to have to be running from a hurricane or something and then still have to worry about food. And an easy way to carry it. So this is, and if you can see, I don't know if you can hear it, it's dehydrated really well. It is crunchy and all that. Vacuum sealed nicely. I could have used less of the thing, but hey, it is what it is. So, and then I'll be able to show you guys how to rehydrate vacuum sealed stuff. Dehydrated stuff. This right here is some banana peppers, y'all. It was 5 banana peppers I dehydrated. Once I dehydrated, I grind it down, and you can grind it down even more into like a powder. I told you I was gonna be doing some of that. This was done June 19th, 2020 also, and this is what we have left of it, but it's dehydrated, and this was 5 whole banana peppers. So with that being said, if you wanted to look more into dehydrating and stuff like that, I will be bringing that stuff to the channel. But those of y'all that have been asking, am I through with couponing? No, I'm not through with couponing. I'm just trying to get the garden stuff out the way, because it is important to have your game plan and know which route you're going to go. And plus, like I said, we're on a red zone here. I'm not too crazy about going in and out these stores like that, because it takes me forever to do what I need to do when I'm in there couponing. But no, I am not done with couponing. If it's God's will, hopefully by February 1st, I will be back up and into the couponing. So no, couponing will still be on her, because they teach you how to save money. All right, I wanted to throw that out there. Y'all been asking. I'm not done with couponing. Y'all, couponing is addicting. I've been couponing since 2015. Come on now. So yeah, so this dehydrator is a 5 tray. One thing that I do need to order for it, because it don't come with it, is fruit trays. And the fruit tray, they're actually fruit leather trays, and you can use it with parchment paper and stuff, but I'd rather have the trays. It's a thick leather, and it's made for the each one is made like, this is a chart dehydrator, so I would get the ones for the chart dehydrator, and that way I would put like anything that's saucy, like to make the fruit leather, you would use like applesauce and spread it on there, dehydrate it, and then cut it into strips, and it'd be like a fruit roll up. So because these trays have holes in it, you can't do anything saucy on them. So that's what the fruit leather trays is. With just a straight sheet. So with that being said, this gives you an idea that, you know, you can stock up on food. Like I have green beans and stuff. This is stuff that you would mark off your grocery list if you're growing it in your backyard. And now you have a way, and also you don't have to just freeze it. You can go out there and get some of these beans and if you got beans growing, you can go out and get beans, clean them and wash them real good, throw them on the dehydrator, dehydrate them, dry them out, put them in a vacuum sealed bag. I do vacuum seal bag because I don't want to deal with oxygen absorbers. I know I'm throwing different things out, but these are things that you learn when you enter dehydrating or canning or whatever. Like the botulism is a big thing for canning. You want to make sure everything is clean and all that stuff. Far as when you're dehydrating, for a long time, it was when I was first learning some years back about dehydrating, oxygen absorbers. I did buy oxygen absorbers, but then I learned how to properly dehydrate to make sure it's dehydrated, make sure ain't no air getting to it. That's when I got into the vacuum sealing. Now, some people would take a oxygen bag and put it in here. Oxygen bag is no more than, you know, when you buy something out of the grocery store that's in a container, and it may have a, I think Cracker Jacks used to have. Y'all remember Cracker Jack where you get the prize at the box? If I'm not mistaken, some of them used to have them, but it used to be a little card. You didn't eat the card. It was just like a little card, maybe with some little beads or something in it. That little thing keeps the moisture and the air low in the bag. So you know, the stuff will stay crispy. That's what an oxygen absorber is. But after knowing how to dry and how to seal and how to seal properly, I didn't trust oxygen absorbers anyway. That was just me. But after, you know, properly knowing the dryness of it and everything like that, I don't need them. So I feel better with vacuum sealing it. If I see, and there's different ways you can vacuum seal. I vacuum sealed this one tight, where I took all out because I knew they was bananas. But these are so crispy and dry. Not bananas, they was banana peppers, y'all. And they had moisture. I want to make sure that no moisture got into this. But this thyme and parsley was just so crispy, like you almost have to wet it to get it back. I dried it like that, and that's normally what happened with your herbs. So instead of vacuum sealing this tight, I didn't. I put it in there, did this, and just sealed it. So it's very easy, easy way. You ain't got to deal with all this stuff. And my thing is, it's easy to grab and go. And like I say, with these vegetables and peppers and stuff, you can dehydrate them. You can put them in a thing, and you always have them, and you just add a little water when you want to rehydrate it, or if you want to dry it out and then throw it in some soups or whatever, and let it cook. It's gonna rehydrate, and to me it tastes the same. Some people say, oh, it may lose a little taste or whatever. I don't know what they doing, but I eat stuff fairly bland anyway, so I don't add all that seasoning and stuff to it. I can't do it, so it is what it is. So that's why I like dehydrating and freezing over canning. That's why I preserve. And then that shows you different ways. Now, for everybody that's new on my channel, I'm about to take you over to my freezer to show you some quick ways you can have dinner ready. Because y'all gardening and stuff. Y'all gardeners and stuff now. Even my couponers, you coupon, you know it is a lot of work with me juggling couponing and gardening and house duties, mom life, wife life, and all that. So let me show you guys. If you've been with my channel, you already know what I'm finna show. If you're new to my channel, which I have a lot of you guys that's new, then you don't know what I'm about to show you. So this is just the idea. Let's go. This is the freezer that I have dedicated to all my gardening stuff. I do put bread in here because I buy bread up and freeze it, and you just take it out when you need it, let it thaw out, and it's like new. Oh, these some whole peppers too. So I have 3 of these milk crates in here. I bought these from Target. This first crate that you looking at is hubby crate because he can eat whatever he want. He can season it the way he want. Me and the kids can't do that. So I know in here is some peppers and stuff that I think are hot. So he keep them in there. You know how men, yeah, ladies, you know how men are. Men, you know how y'all are. Y'all just like, y'all not, sometimes you don't care about being like stuff being in one thing. You know exactly what you want to go and get. So he don't need this stuff like separated from his meats and stuff. He know what is what he want to get out of here. Whereas us ladies be trying to like put everything in his little spot. Hey, it's just our nature, I guess. It's nature of men and women. Ain't no thing. But I'm just showing you guys. So I think these are hot peppers too. That he has in his, and he froze those whole. So Just gonna put those down. So what I was saying is cook and freeze. That's what we do a lot of. Cook and freeze. So this is stuff is like grilled stuff and everything like that has been cooked. Once you cook it, I vacuum seal it. I label it. Just in case something get thrown around in here, we know what it was. So this say hubby made, and say chicken with apples plain only. So I know this one is something he made, but we can eat that. It's just in his bin. This one right here says hubby made, and it's mixed chicken plain only. I think it had fruit in it too, because we get a lot of our flavorings from cooking with fruits and the kids. So let me see something that was for him, I think, down in here. This is, oh, okay, this is his, because we don't eat pork. So this is pork, what is this? Y'all, I'm trying to do this with one hand, and it's cold. Pork, I don't know what it is. Whole pork. I think it's pork chops. I knew it was done October, like October 3rd is when this was cooked and frozen. Let me see. What is this? That's some more pork or something like that he made. So y'all get the gist. So that's hubby stuff. So let me show you what's for me and the kids. Alright, you guys. So at the very bottom, his thing was stacked on top of ours. So I want to show you, we gotta re-up because we done ate it down. But hey, there's still some food in here ready to go. So like this right here is a lamb shoulder. It was done July 15th, 2020. With only the seasonings that I can use. It's already cooked. This is some leg quarters that he had did on the grill. They was done August 29th. Woo, my hand is cold, y'all. My hand is cold. Oh, they cold. Alright, so this was a few, supposed to be like a lunch side. Was some plain chicken tenders was done August 26th. So y'all get the gist. Cooking, freezing. What is this? Oh, ground turkey with zucchini and stuff in it. It was already cooked and it's been frozen. So y'all get what I'm saying. Oh, my hands are cold, y'all. So I hope this gave y'all some ideas and some things that you can do. I hope it was motivation, and also taught y'all about a couple things that you have to get into if you decide to preserve your food, whether it's canning, dehydrating, or freezing. Like I said, I told you a little bit about canning and the reason why I don't do it. But ain't nothing wrong with it, long as you make sure you follow the requirements, like, and stuff like that. I had got rid of all my canning stuff, then I had got it back, and I'm like, yeah, but after getting it back and stuff like that, I realized, yeah, you can't do that. Can't use most of that stuff. I even have, like, still have my canning salt and stuff, y'all. I know. But yeah, so those are ways you can preserve your food, because you want to grow and make sure you don't waste it and stuff like that. So those are some ideals. You have time to think about which way you want to go when it comes to preserving. I already told you guys several times that I will be giving a lot of stuff away to the homeless kitchen after I fill up different things. But like, I have that freezer specifically for the stuff outside. Then I have 2 freezers in my garage. One is where I keep like our snacks, fries, popsicles and stuff like that, and then the other one is strictly for meat. And then my refrigerator freezer has like frozen fruit and stuff, like just like random stuff. So I had everything, you know, figured out to the way I want to do it. So I will say this: if you're thinking about getting you a deep freezer, get it early, because last year they sold out. They sold out like crazy, because when they start gardening, they start buying deep freezers. They start stocking up. So I'm going to tell y'all that now. If you find any, you have the funds to get it, go ahead and get it. I don't need no more. I have 3, and plus the freezer at the above the refrigerator, so I'm good. But it took, when I wanted that third one last year, I couldn't hardly find it nowhere. I'm telling you. But I looked up, and there was one in stock at Lowe's, and the lady held it for me till I got there. So yeah, so I hope this was motivational. I'm trying to get this stuff out so y'all can, you know, have time to know what you're gonna do, and it don't be like a hassle, or y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. All right. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share my video. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all be safe. Until next time, happy gardening.